Good evening. That's not how we do it in the South, y'all. Good evening. It is such a pleasure and an honor to be here. I want to thank and acknowledge a longtime friend and mentor and my one-time boss, Foundation Chair Michael Collins. I want to give it up for Michael. We can never give Michael too much praise. Foundation President Emerita Linda Early Chastang, John Miles Lewis, Governor Moore and First Lady Dawn Moore, Representative Clyburn, Leader Jeffries, and Speaker Pelosi. It is such a pleasure to join you as we support the extraordinary work of the John and Lillian Miles Lewis Foundation. It is more important than ever, given the state of our union, that we keep the Congressman's spirit close, that we ensure his example shines on all of us and is sustained. We've seen just in the last few weeks, as Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act is eviscerated, like clockwork, as if they had been lying in wait for 61 years since the ink dried from President Johnson's pen. Like clockwork, they leap into action to remove black elected officials from office, not by defeating them at the polls, but by manipulating maps to dilute minority power. You've seen in Georgia, where the president sent his spies and his agents to seize ballots in Fulton County, in Congressman Lewis' district, where MAGA extremists on our state election board plot against the franchise. The challenge is unprecedented in the recent history of our country that we must now overcome to voting rights and to the franchise. But with the Congressman's spirit close, we will overcome these challenges. And so I'm so grateful to the Foundation for ensuring that his memory is not forgotten, but remains close to us all every day. He radiated goodness. Those of you, and many of you knew him well, knew that to be in his presence, you sensed that you were in the presence of a special man. Even as the tide of deepening cynicism in our country that's brought us to this point began to envelop us, he called us to our highest ideals. He would remind us, you all remember, that we all live in one American house, that we all live in one world house. He talked about what he called the inevitable truth that we're all members of one human family. Congressman Lewis called on us to have empathy. Congressman Lewis called on us to love one another as fellow human beings. And Congressman Lewis called on us to fight for justice. Thank you all for standing with the Congressman today. Without Congressman Lewis, without his mentorship and support, certainly I never would have been elected to the United States Senate. Without Congressman Lewis, so much extraordinary progress would have been unavailable and unattainable to the American people. And inspired by his legacy, I believe that we will raise our eyes once again to the horizon of what's possible for our country. Sometimes when you're in the middle of a nightmare, you become afraid to dream. And I know Congressman Lewis would want us all to have the courage to dream again. Thank you for honoring the Congressman. Thank you for your presence here this evening. It is my pleasure to work and fight alongside you. Thank you. Good evening. Thank you.